welcome to another anime review. This is another anime review. It took me a while, but that's because a lot of people have been asking me to do this, that, and the other thing. Okay, so Cosmic Girls. All right, well, first off, let's get the main characters off the bat. Each character, well, luckily it has a happy ending, but I'll explain that when we get to that. Okay, first main character of the four groups, because there's four girls and they live in the dorm together as a group. So yeah, that's it. The main character has problems. She is really fragile when it comes to accepting criticism. Let me just say that she has moments where she's apologizing for being bad at writing manga. Which is fine. I have no problem with it, but her growth of characters, she becomes more easygoing and stuff, and that's what I like about it. It's really fucking fun. She also likes a cute cat that actually looks like her, which is actually pretty fucking funny. I love the cat. She's a small high school student. She's really small. She's cute, but she's a high school student. Of course, she's gonna be. They go to an all girls school, by the way, just to let everyone know. The second main character, I'm laughing because the second main character likes the main character, which, by the way, she has pink hair. This character has purple hair, and all of them write manga, but her manga is pretty much rated 18 or plus. It's pretty fun. Remember the last time we saw a girl with manga in the last review, a couple reviews ago? She's the same thing. She likes to write 18 manga. Now, when it comes to her growth is only because she's very shy of talking to people out and writing down their autographs and stuff like that. That's her only character development. That's what my main problem with her is. That's the only character I have problems with because her character growth does not move forward, and that's what my main issue is with her. I mean, she does get some character development, character growth when it comes to a bunch of other stuff, but it's not that much character growth, unlike the main character. But that's because she's the main character. The third character is she is a blonde and she likes to eat a lot. Her problem her problem is that she likes to write manga, but her character when she writes down boys, they look like shit. Okay, I'm just gonna say that her faces when she draws manga for the faces of the boys in her manga, it's terrible. Um, which there's a funny joke in the beginning where she can't draw male fucking faces and the main character can't draw fucking female faces, which is fucking hilarious. So there's that issue. Now then, with that being said, the third character and the fourth character in this anime, that's the main character of the main trio. She likes to draw super fantasy anime, which is good. She's really good at it. She actually is the most accomplished of the four between this, that, and the other thing. But they all go to school, and it's that. Okay, now then, that's the main trio. It's a really good concept. They each play off each other at the right times and the right moments, but there are some things I wish they'd done better. Because the blonde chick has a crush on the girl with the blue hair, which is the last character I pronounced. And the girl with the blue hair acts like a fucking tomboy, so yeah, she likes to wear pants and not girly clothes. The girl with the blonde hair has a crush on her. They actually go to a theme park together and this, that, and the other thing. Now then, here's where I like about this anime when it comes to the four trio. They have really good character growth between each other when it comes to friendship and stuff, and they're still friends today. It's really good. I love it, and it's freaking amazing. The only problem I have with it though is the fact that when they know that their dorm is shutting down, they have no emotions towards it, and that's what pisses me off at the end. Because they get notified at like episode 10 or 11, I believe, and then they don't have no emotion. They just start cleaning up. That's what most people do, and that's my main issue. Don't you get attached to this place that you were just there for like almost a year? That's what my main issue. Spoiler alert: they come back at the very end. That's the last scene. Because once you because usually what anime does is that when you usually the last episode of an anime, they like to put the theme song at the end. But after the theme song has ended, they play more of the anime just to let you know where they are at the moment. That's what happens to most of the animes. Run to the Wind had the same thing. Okay, so that's the main trio. Let's go with the side characters. All right. Well, first off, we would like to say that that the side characters are the girl who runs the dorm. She's a manga artist, and her friends are the the main character's author or what the hell it's called. She makes sure that her manga gets published. So she's friends with her, and then they're also friends with a teacher who likes to cross cosplay her favorite character in a manga, which is funny because the favorite anime that she likes is the girl with the blue hair that that makes the manga that she likes, which is kind of fucking funny. Now then, I was gonna give this a 4 or 5 just because of the fact that I thought the plot was good, but there's not that much comedy in the beginning. There's much comedy between the main character, not like doing this, that, and the other thing, and between episode 1 through 4, it's like it's like it's gotten stale. I get that and stuff like that, but I love how they introduced the fifth character because there's 5 girls that live in the dorm. The fifth character is fucking amazing. First off, everyone's scared of her because she likes to draw horror manga, which is kind of fucking funny actually because she lives in the attic where she's got two creepy dolls and a bunch of skeletons living up there, and no one wants to go up there. When she does go up there, when she I'm laughing because how they react. She tries to scare the shit out of everyone. And it's fucking amazing. But they become friends after she's really scared of lightning. She doesn't really like lightning. She's always by herself, and she's alone all the time. But she's actually a beautiful. She has like 2 personalities. The girl that's like she's a very beautiful young lady. When when it's done said and done, but when she goes into her psychotic creepy mode, she just wants to scare the living shit out of everyone. Just how, what the fuck, man? She is the best. She gets introduced on episode 4, 5, or 6, and I love how she gets introduced. She doesn't appear all the time in the anime because they focus on the main 4 trio, but when the jokes get stale and stuff, they bring her back and it's like, oh shit, yeah. I was laughing the whole fucking time when she was there. She's like my favorite character when it comes to side characters in this anime. Now then, the scenery is the dorms and the school. That's pretty much it. And also, they do some scenes at a shopping district where they shop for tools because making manga is really fucking expensive. I'll tell you that much. Manga is really expensive. It's like if you're not popular, then you're shit out of luck. They also teach you how hard you have to work to make manga, which is good. I like that. Like I said before, I was gonna think of giving it the 4 or 5, but that fifth character that came in really changed my complexion because they put her in at this right time. Now then, with that being said, if you have a whole less of a heart, episode 12. There's only 12 episodes. Episode 12 will make you feel bad for the main character throughout the whole entire anime until the very end. I almost cried because I get where she's going. Because in the last episode, the 3 main characters, the blonde, the blue, and the girl with the purple hairs, go to see their families and stuff because the dorm is shutting down. Of course it is. She's by herself. The dorm's gonna close in like 10 days, and she has to finish her manuscript for the anime. for her manga because she got approved on the part 1 and she's trying to make part 2. She when she tries to make it, she feels alone, she's crying, and her person that's her editor is like, are you okay, and this, that, and the other thing, and she's like all broken down. You will almost cry for her because she feels bad, but it has a happy ending. She manages finishing the manga, the manuscript actually, and she gets approved. And then at the last scene, they're all going back to the dorms, but the dorm is completely different because it's completely made over, and all the characters are back together except for the 5th character, which I wish she was in the last scene, but I wish, but I can understand because she's a side character. I love the side character of the horror girl who makes horror anime. it's just that it's fucking funny. And the funny thing, and I know this is gonna be like ridiculous, but when they introduce the girl who makes the horror anime, they introduced her by having her scare the living shit out of the main character by making her get hung from a tree outside, and then she's like perfect prey or something. I don't know. They introduce her to like the most creepiest shit ever, and it's fucking hilarious. Then in the first half of the episode when she gets introduced, all she does is torture the fucking main character. It's fucking hilarious, and then they ease up in the second half, but then she comes back scaring the shit out of everyone. It's fucking hilarious. But I like to say I'm gonna give this anime a 7 out of 10. It's good, it's fun, and I quite enjoyed it once the second kid. I think episode 3 and 4 are the only episodes that I did not like. Just because it got stale and it just felt like it was just another thing. When they introduced the 5th character, oh my god, all bets are off the table. I was like, what the fuck is going on? If the horror girl who makes the horror manga got into episode 6, then episode 5 is alright. I didn't mind episode 5 that much, but you know, whatever. But the 5th character was the spotlight for me. I love that character, especially how crazy she looks. Excuse me. Now then, the other reason why it gets a 7 is that it's only English sub, so you have to watch it in Japanese. Excuse me. So I like to digress. It gets a 7 out of 10 for me. It would have gotten a 4 or 5, but I bumped it up 2 spots for 2 reasons. One, the 5th character is fucking hilarious, and I like the growth of every single character in the whole anime. There might be a little hiccups here and there, to my opinion, but I still think that deserves the spotlight. Especially when they're still acting like the same thing as they did in the beginning of the anime, just a little more confident in themselves. So, I'm giving this a 7 out of 10. I hope you guys enjoyed this anime review. Stay positive. What do you think if you ever watched Cosmic Girl? It's a new anime. It came out last year. Well, 2 years ago, actually. But I hope you guys have a nice positive day. It's a really good anime. You should watch it. Just be sure that if you want to watch an English dub, it's not in English. It's an Orient sub, so be careful with that. And before I end this review, I would like to say this, that the manga that she makes is kind of funny because the main character makes the manga of the show that we just watched. That was kind of breaking the fourth wall, sort of, so I hope you guys have a nice positive day. Take care. And yeah, next anime that we'll be doing as a review will be English dub, so I like to swap. As for Inuyasha, I'm going to wait until I get up to 299, then I'm going to fully focusing on Inuyasha because I know there's a sequel coming out. So stay positive, everyone, and have a nice positive day. I had a lot to say to this anime.